Ladies and gentlemen, Charles, another little tip about Serbia for you folks that might possibly be interested. Today we're going to look at these things. These are called račun. One of them is called račun. I don't know what it is in plural, but it doesn't matter. It's a receipt in English. I wanted to show you some differences here. Let's first look at this one. This here is a Univor export. It's a a market. Okay, it's a big, like similar to Walmart, discount massive market. One thing you're going to notice when you're a foreigner and you come to this country, every item here, don't complain about my healthy diet, but there's lots of candy bars and beer on here. But anyway, Staropramen, that's a beer. When it says on the store shelf here in Serbia, when it says 81 dinara, that is what you pay at the register. So it's such a good system. Almost every country I've been to does that, but the United States does not. One Serbian student that went on our work and travel program, he went to the USA, he got a big cart full of items at Walmart. He gets up to the counter, and he had added every single thing up. He gets to the counter, the lady tells him it's like $15 extra. And he's like, what? He said, I counted every single thing. I wrote it down. He said, you're trying to cheat me because I'm a foreigner. So the lady at the store called her manager, and he had to sit the guy down and said, hey, maybe the country you come from adds taxes on the shelf, but we don't. USA, we add them at the register. So it can be very confusing for a foreigner going to the US. Serbia is easy. So if you have 108 dinara and you want to buy that, krspec kobasica, that's some hamburger or some just bologna stuff, when you go to the register, it's 108 dinara. But anyway, look at the tax rate, 20% here. Almost every single item in Serbia, it's a flat rate, 20%. Certain items, you see here, it says 10%. 10% is for staple items like bread and bread and flour and staple items that you have to survive. They only charge 10%, only 10%, but everything else is 20%. That's a lot of money, for things. USA, every state, we have 50 states, every state has different state taxes for products like this, sales tax they call it, and Illinois is 6.25, so it's 6%. Different municipalities and different cities can impose their own taxable system, so it can be so confusing. You go to Chicago, they got a specific tax, city tax, things like that. So the USA can make things more difficult than it needs to be. Certain states in the United States, Delaware, Alaska, they don't have state tax, but some of them have something called like a gross receipt tax, and some municipalities input their own taxes. So you just never frickin' know what they're gonna do. And I don't know why they don't show us the actual cost of things, but they do here in Serbia. This one's a little bit more confusing because, like I said, some items are 10%, some are 20%. Let's look at this one. This is a shirt that I bought at a place called C&A. Don't think you can come to Serbia and buy cheap brand name clothes, because you can't. They're expensive. This is an ugly sweatshirt that was $17, $18, almost $20. Taxes are $3, 20% on clothing. Strashno. This is one of my favorite places in Belgrade to eat. Burrito Madre. I love this place. It's actually really, really good. I don't want to do a commercial for them unless they pay me, but it's really good food. I get a big burrito. You can eat there cheap too. You get a massive burrito. It'll fill you up. Some lemonade. I got guacamole and chips. And my total was 640 dinara. So it's about the same as McDonald's, but it's better. Taxes are like $1, Expensive. What else do we have here? Last one, I don't want to bore you with receipts, but I think it's kind of interesting. This says račun, that's what this is called, and this is at a place called Ecotex, and I think this is a shirt. Yeah, this MAJ, it's 20% on a shirt, so tax on a $10 shirt's almost $2, getting close to $2. So, and this is another thing that's kind of confusing for people. They go from Chiralica to Latinica, so Serbia, it's a lot of differences here, and they just go back and forth between those. But anyway, that's it, my friends. Serbia, when you see something on the shelf, that's the price you pay. If it says, a Staropramen, if it says 81 dinara, like I said on the shelf, when you go to the register, they charge you 81 dinara. All taxes are included in this. USA, it is not. So when you go to the USA, don't look like a fool and don't criticize them, because then they'll have to make you look foolish. That's it. US, Illinois, 6%. Serbia, 20%. Serbia also, not to pick on Serbia, but toll roads, razumete. Toll roads here are expensive too. You drive from Niš to Subotica, it's a lot of money, for a Serbian salary. They've got all these roads with high tolls on them, and there's only like one big interstate through here. So anyway, that's it, my friends. 20% tax. Do viđenja.